Welcome back to some Tiger soccer. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We believe we are live. It's 1-1. 14 minutes left in the first half. We had a goal first by the Horn Lake Eagles, and then Calvin Harrison scored on a penalty kick. So kick is in, and it's headed out by the Tigers, and we have looks like another corner kick. Kicks away, knocked out by Gavin Walker, and it's going to be a Horn Lake throw in. Long shot by the Eagles and scooped up by Logan Kidd. Come out with a booming punt. All right, Tigers have it in the midfield. A nice pass over to Samuel Lueza. Great cross into the box and headed in by 00 Kyle Walton. It's a nice play.
It was.
So nice play by Kyle Walton. That may be his first varsity goal. Sophomore left wing.
Like how he's in position there on the back post.
Yeah, he was ready for it.
Cross.
He knew that cross was coming. So after a sluggish start, the Tigers are kind of getting their groove back. It's 2-1. 11 minutes left in this first half. Frigid night. Horn Lake controlling the ball in the midfield, trying to find some way through this Tiger defense. Gavin Walker, who controls it nicely over to Leon Frank, who was
banged up still, or
little, yeah, definitely banged up last week. Had to come off a few times. We have two subs coming in for the Tigers. Number 2, Knox Norris. Number 17, Julian Herrera, coming into the game. Usselton and Balderas are coming out. Nice shot by Calvin Harrison, stopped. Looks like working it down that right side is working for the Tigers tonight with Samuel. Into the box, Calvin Harrison. Making a few moves. He takes a shot. Hard shot.
Off the post.
A nice follow by Wyatt Sharp. And that's going to be 3-1 Tigers. So it looks like the Tigers woke up a little.
Yeah.
Once the stream came back on.
That's right. I just needed some live action.
Just need some live action. So welcome to our viewers. Thanks for joining in. You've seen more action in the last 4 minutes than we saw in the first 20. So good challenge by Van. Over to Wyatt Sharp. Turned over to the Eagles. They're going to try to make it through the midfield. Booming ball controlled by Gavin Walker. Tries to play down the right side, and that's intercepted by the Eagles. Tigers are playing with a few men down tonight with the flu.
Some illnesses.
Got some
injuries.
Injuries going on, so this is a survive and advance tonight. We wish all the ailing Tigers well.
Absolutely.
So throw in on the right side for Liam Frank. Over to Julian Herrera, and he kicks it out of bounds for an Eagle throw in. So it's 3-1. A little over 7 minutes left in the first half. Ball's quickly out of bounds from the Eagles, and a Tiger throw.
I can't get it off that line over there.
Yeah, I'll just throw it off there. That'll work. So knocks Norris into the game. Gets over to Jones. Jones to Rowell. Rowell plays it through. Nice hustle by Kyle Walton. And quickly out of bounds, trying to play it up the right side, and we're going to have a Tiger throw in. Knocks Norris in the midfield. Sees a lane open, finds Walton. Walton tries to poke it through. It's like a high kick, but nothing called. Harrison in the middle, quick turn. Walton sees another one he likes. Off the crossbar. A little too much oomph on that one, but
It's a good shot, though.
good shot. Kyle seeing the goal well tonight. Got a little taste. All right, so Lex Hallahan's controlling the midfield. Over to the Eagles. They're going to try to work their way up the left side. Nice little move, but intercepted by Wyatt Sharp. He finds Calvin Harrison. Calvin sees Van Rowell on the side. Across into the box with the left. Nice step in by Jones. That's going to come back to a long ball from the Eagles. Gavin Walker sees it. A nice little touch over.
That's a good play by Gavin.
That was a great play. Like it might be a handball, but I guess the Referee's playing the advantage here, and good thing he does.
Oh,
Oh, hard shot by Calvin Harrison, and corner kick for the Tigers. So corner kick for Harrison. Going to try to lob one into the box. Going to make something happen. Hard challenge by the Eagles. And Frank puts it back in. That's going to be taken by the keeper. He's going to take some time and try to play it out the back. Nice slide and tackle by Jones. All right, a little over 4 minutes left. 3-1 Tigers over the Eagles. First half.
let's try to get one here before halftime.
That'd be nice to go in. A little bit more momentum. Nice play by Harrison. And Walton sees the middle open. Harrison slides it through the keeper's legs for a quick score, 4-1. Tigers really turned it on here.
Turned it on, yeah. Was that 4 goals in 10 minutes?
Yeah. So what was a slow start, a quick 1-0 deficit. The Tigers scored 4 unanswered. It's 4-1, and I don't know if they see an end in sight. We might get one more before it's over. Nice drive by Harrison. He's liking that left foot.
Hit his corner.
Yeah, gets it off. He's going towards that left post and using the left foot. It seems to be Calvin's way in tonight.
Right.
Corner kick Tigers. Ball goes through the box. Won by Liam Frank. But poked out for an Eagles throw in. Looks like that was poked out by the Eagles. They're having a hard time getting it off the line over there. It's kind of a throw in for the Tigers. Harrison. Played back to Lexington Callahan. Nice poke through up to Knox Norris. Norris over to Rowell. Quick little 1-2, but intercepted by the Eagles. And Liam Frank sees some open grass. Poked away by the Eagles, and it looks like it's going to be a foul called on Frank.
I think he got him on the hill there.
Yeah, just a little knack. You can tell from the Eagles player, he felt it, he kept going. So nice play by Horn Lake, but intercepted. Norris is going to get it out of trouble. But back to the Eagles. Step through by Knox. He's going to get it out. Looks like he tried to play that over to Julian, but that was intercepted by the Eagles. Nice run to the box by Horn Lake with a cross, and that's going to be a Horn Lake corner. That's going to be the end of the first half. Tigers 4, Eagles 1 into the first half. We'll see you in the second. again, starting the second half after his big first half. Down this right side this time. Herrera.
Oh, good ball.
There does a step over. Ball's bouncing around. Quickly won by the Eagles. And they're going to try to get it out. With nothing availing. That's going to be a Tigers won it in the midfield. A little give and go from Herrera and Loaiza. Stepped in by the Eagles, and Eagles are going to try to come down the left side. See if they can make something happen. A late slide by Herrera. And Liam Frank's going to make sure it gets clear out of the field. It's good to see the Tigers turn it on a little bit in the second half.
Yeah.
Lee. Thought it was going to be a long night there for a minute.
And that's what they needed to go down one and
Yeah, get a little fire in them.
a little urgency or something, I guess.
The Eagles are controlling it in the midfield. Walton steps through, wins that. Turn back over to the Eagles, into the box, and Gavin Walker's going to try to get it out. But one back by the Eagles, and they're going to come on the offensive. To no avail. We're told at halftime that Calvin Harrison's on the single season goal record right now for the Tigers at 25. So we're on record watch.
And I think he has a chance to break his own record.
Chance to break his own record. He's tied with himself right now. So that's something to be watching for tonight. We can find a way through and score a few more. Ball's bouncing around the midfield. And that's Loaiza on the left side.
This cross here.
Looking for Harrison in the middle. No luck that time. And that's going to be kicked out by the Eagles, and it's like one of the Eagles players over there is looking for a sub.
Yeah.
No luck yet. He might need to go down if he wants.
Right.
Wants out quick. The Eagles try to take it down the right side. And it's out. We're going to see if this sub. They're going to let him sub for the hurt Eagle on that back right side. So throw in Horn Lake. Having a hard time finding their way off those lines on the throw-ins. Loaiza quickly gets it down the left side, needling through Horn Lake Eagles. That's turned over. Horn Lake's going to try to play it through the middle and reverse the field, but stepped in by Walton. Loaiza's going to go back to the left. See if he can get a cross in. He's also on top of the box. Turned over.
Cleared by Horn Lake there.
Cleared out by Horn Lake. We're back to our starting 11 tonight. And the Eagles are going to kick it out for a Tiger throw-in. Back of the hill flip. Turned over by Harrison, and the Eagles are going to see if they can make something happen. Ball's bouncing around.
They had numbers there for a minute, but they
Put it back out.
got back in time.
Yeah. Couldn't find their way through. So
Yep.
Through the referee, it looks like it may have hit him. Unless that's going to be a drop ball for the Eagles. And we'll quickly get it started back. A little over 33 minutes left in the game. 4-1 Tigers. And a through ball from Horn Lake, scooped up by Kidd. Kidd's out there in the white, turquoise white look tonight. One by Frank over to Rao. He finds Sharp down the right side. Tries to play it down the line. That's going to be won by the Eagles. They're going to see if they can make something happen out of the back. Intercepted by that Alselton in the midfield. It's going to be a foul for a Horn Lake free kick. Quickly turned back over, and Tigers are trying to play it over the top, but that didn't work. And then turn back over to the Tigers. Ball's bouncing around quite a bit in the midfield.
Yep.
Nobody really controlling it.
Have possession for. See if we can get some extended possession here. Get us a. Hadn't really had a goal scoring opportunity so far this half.
No. I mean, it seems like they maybe parked it a little bit more on us in the second half. A lot more defenders back there and hard to get anything opened up. Now the Eagles are trying to make their way up a little bit and press. This may be the opportunity to make it through. Quickly turned over. So a throw in for Horn Lake on the left side. For Horn Lakes with his shin guard in his hand, it looks like. He has some troubles with that thing tonight. And the Waze is going to go up the left side. He's found some success with these drives. Sees Harrison in the middle. And Harrison takes the shot. Deflected, and that's going to be a corner kick for the Tigers. Like it. So Walker on the corner kick. Going to open up Harrison for a chance to get 26. Kick, low ball to Harrison. He sees a shot. Oh, just wide. Left of the mark. Still sitting on 25. So we have a goal kick for Horn Lake. Quick substitution. Definitely one, maybe two Eagles coming in. So 4-1, a little over 29 minutes left in the game. Second half. Robertson. A big ball over the top for the Eagles. And the Tigers are going to play it all the way back.
Logan calmly distributes back there.
They've had some time. We're seeing some success on that left side. The Eagles haven't had a lot of success over there. Into the box. Callahan finds it. A lot of green grass for the Tigers here. And a big ball down the left from Van Rauw, and Harrison's going to try to make something happen.
That back post.
Another hard shot and a save. Leads to a corner kick for the Tigers. Looks like Harrison's going to take this one himself and put Walker back into the box. See if we can capitalize. Corners in, headed out, back to Harrison. Has a chance to take a hit, but it's going to be out. Quick throw. Frank finds to the middle. We're going to get a ball down to Loaiza on the left-hand side. He sees something he likes, and that's going to be a foul on the Eagles.
It's just outside the box, right?
Just, yeah, it looks like it's just outside the box. I think Samuel thought it might have been in the box.
Trying a little gamesmanship there.
Tried it.
Yeah. Never hurts to try.
So has this got the opportunity to go in? Is this possibly a shot? We'll see how Harrison decides to play this one. He lobs it to the middle. Great header by Frank. Just wide. Good looking play.
That was a good play.
So 4-1 Tigers. No score in the second half. Had a gold onslaught at the end of the first half. And since then the Tigers have, and they're going to call that a goal kick.
Well, that might have went off an eagle there.
Yeah. Thought so too. It's a weird angle for it to just be kicked out like that, but nevertheless, goal kick. Played out by the Eagles. One in the middle of the field. Hornlake tries to play it through to a sprinting. Nice touch out. Works out for the Tigers. And they're going to try to play it through the middle. Intercepted. And then nice hustle by Van to come back and win that ball. Wyatt Sharp sees a way through. Gonna try to play it through. Nothing working. But still trying to make something happen as the Tigers. Musselton in the middle. Sees a lot of open space. Oh. Off the post and through the field goal. So two great opportunities for the Tigers to make it 5-1. Just off the post, but a great shot.
Was a good effort. He kind of fought through a little bit of defender there.
Yeah. Looks like the Tigers have a little momentum back. See if they can capitalize and make something happen. So Horn Lake coming through. Walker with a step through.
Little chip there.
Wells likes that run down that side. Sees Harrison making a run. Intercepted, and that's going to be a Tiger throw in. Walker to Rao. Rao finds Usselton in the middle. Makes a quick run through the middle. Ball's bouncing, but the Eagles can't quite get it out. Harrison sees an opening to Rao. Nice spin and a shot through the legs. Goal. Number 6, Van Rao. And that's going to make it 5-1 Tigers.
Keeper might have that one back, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Just kind of squeaked past him a little. So 5-1, last district game, I believe, of the year.
Right.
2 more games on the schedule. Got some inclement weather heading our way, though, we hear. So, TBD.
Yeah, the White Death.
It's coming. As it does this time of year in North Mississippi. So we have 1 game scheduled for Saturday and then another one next week to end the season. But keep a lookout for the Facebook page to see how those go. The Tigers are going to try to make their way through, but turned over to the Eagles in the midfield. And Horn Lake tries to find something through the middle. Walker gets his head on, finds a way out. Nice poke.
Wide
Nice.
open.
Van Rao. Sees Loaiza down the left. Samuel tries to put it into the middle for Harrison. It's a little out of reach. And we're playing again. Game's opened up a little bit here in the second part of the second half. It's one side to the next. A nice step in by Liam Frank. He sees a lot of grass. There's just runs everywhere through the midfield. Wyatt Sharp finds Van Rao. Man penetrates down the middle. Sees another shot he likes. Just a little wide. That's going to be a goal kick for the Horn Lake Eagles. Yeah, you wonder, do they know on the field that Calvin's sitting on 25?
I bet they do, you think?
Yeah, I would think so. I wonder if Horn Lake knows. They seem to be
Think they're
pinching in on.
they're planning on them a little bit.
I think so.
Game planning.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be something for the Tigers to try to get their way through.
Be neat to see tonight. A little history.
Yeah. Knocked out by the Eagles, and we're going to have a throw in for the Tigers. 5-1, Tigers over Horn Lake Eagles. A little over 21 minutes left in the game. And Wyatt Sharp is going to try to find his way through this Eagle midfield over to Van Rao. Van sees that left side with Samuel Loaiza. He's really been a good way through tonight. So Rao to Usselton. Usselton cuts it back. Tries to feed Harrison in the middle, but kicked out quickly by the Eagles. Nice throw into the corner. That's going to be off the Tigers for a goal kick for Horn Lake. Nice step through by Samuel. untied his shoe a little.
He's still messing with something. Shin guard or.
The ball down the right side from Horn Lake. Quickly gotten there by Gavin Walker. He finds Kidd. And Kidd takes his time to see what he's got down the field. It's 2 Tigers, 3 Tigers looks like. Sharp tries to get it over to Harrison on the right. Nothing doing. Van Rauw finds it. Rauw to Sharp, back to Rauw. A poke over to Harrison. Oh, and a hard shot deflected out of bounds. Corner kick for the Tigers. They're trying to give him some opportunities.
Yeah.
They're working hard on it, you can tell.
I wonder if that's a regular season record or does it not matter if it's.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Have to ask our expert, Justin Walton. John Allen Hill is usually my stat guy up here.
Yeah.
So we're
John
missing
Allen, well, he would definitely know.
we're missing him tonight. So if he's out there listening, research it for us. 2 subs coming into the game. Angel Rodriguez and Kyle Walton. Replacing 16, Liam Frank, and 7, Samuel Lueza. So we'll see if Kyle Walton can keep it going on that left side. Samuel's had a lot of success over there tonight, driving the ball down the line.
Might start seeing a little substitution, trying to save some people for
Yeah,
playoff
playoff run. Nice ball down the right. Wyatt Sharp sees the shot. He likes the left foot. Gave it a try. Scooped up. And Horn Lake's going to try to play it out of the back. Bouncing around. Lexton Callahan had a great play. So nice contest by Van Rauw there. The Tigers going to bring it down the midfield. Left-footed shot wide of the target. And we're having another goal kick.
He got a little more grass than he wanted to on that.
Yeah, it looks like it. Seen a lot of left-footed shots tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's planned or
Or if that was
just working out for us.
or that's a technique they wanted to work on.
Maybe.
The halftime.
The halftime speech.
Yeah.
Let's get the left feet. All right, nevertheless, 5-1. Tigers, 16 minutes left in the second half. Step through by Walker. And we're going to play it out of the middle. Nice work by Usselton.
I thought Ustin's had a good game tonight.
He really has.
I thought he's played good.
Yeah, it's good to see him in there getting some minutes.
So you're gonna need another
Yeah.
experienced player once the playoffs start.
Yeah, I agree. He's controlled that midfield. Stepped through and made some big plays. So Sharp trying to play it on the right side, but the ball's going to go out of bounds for a throw-in.
He's a different kind of, a little more physical than some of our.
He really is.
players, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, he won't shy away from a challenge.
Right.
That's for sure. goal kick for the Eagles. Quickly won by the Tigers. And he finds Harrison. Harrison takes the shot and makes it. And it looks like that's going to be goal 26 on the season.
Is that a hat trick as well?
For Calvin Harrison. It could be a hat trick. Yeah, third of the game. So a good night for Harrison. And just announced over the loudspeaker, that's the single season scoring record for Calvin Harrison. 26 goals on the season. So congrats to Calvin.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little history made tonight. We were here for it, Lee.
Yeah, we were. Now we'll see if they make the move and get Calvin.
Yeah, if that's going to be enough.
So we don't get any injuries, you know?
Yeah.
In this cold.
It'd be good for him to get 27 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's for sure. All right, so second half, a little over 13 minutes left. The Tigers are up 6-1 over the Horn Lake Eagles. And that's an opportunity for a cross, and that's going to be a corner kick. Yeah, our camera angles don't really get that
Yeah, it's hard to get down in the corner.
down in that corner, so we'll try to keep you as informed as we can.
Another sub looks like 29. Manuel Ibarra for Lexton Callahan there. And
Oh, bouncing around in the middle.
oh,
Oh, was that in?
Gavin.
That was in. Goal, Gavin Walker.
That was a good shot. That was good.
A nice cleanup goal there. Looks like Wyatt Sharps was heading. May have went in. I don't know.
Looks like they got a header the first time. That was a good shot, and then
That's 7-1 Tigers. We'll see if we can get one more in this thing a little early.
yeah. Might need to run by the grocery store to make sure I'm stocked up on the
That's right.
milk and bread for the.
There's no apocalypse coming.
Yeah,
If there's any left.
I know. You know those milk sandwiches that people enjoy so much on the.
All right. Tigers have a little over 12 minutes left. Wyatt Sharp down the right side. He sees a cross he likes to Rowell, and Rowell gets a little head over to Kyle Walton. Kyle finds his way over to the left, intercepted, but played out well by Walton and turned over to the Eagles.
Getting a chance for some of the younger Tigers to play.
Yeah, that's nice to see. Rowell finds a shot he likes. Over to Sharp. Off the pole again. I think that's why it's second or third time to hit the post. It's not a lot of luck tonight. And this turned over by the Eagles. They've got a foot race down the right side, won by Walker. Flick of the heel. 12 Balderas and Angel Herrera. Pardon me, that's Manuel Ibarra. Usselton driving it down the middle. Rao steps in and makes the win. Rao finds Sharp. Sharp's going to see if he can squeak something by. Blocked by the Eagles. I guess that was his back or elbow. And Horn Lake's going to try to play it out through their box. Not a lot of pressure. Throw in for the Eagles. Got a couple subs waiting to come in. Ultimately won by the Tigers, and they're going to switch the field and play something up the right. Wyatt Sharp on the line. A hard contest. Too hard. Yeah. Barr in the midfield. Sees Usselton. Usselton takes his time. Bouncing around a little bit. Let's settle this thing down. Sharp. Hard contest on this right side. Herrera trying to find his way through. Out of bounds. For a Tiger throw in. We're going to get a few subs to come in. Norris, Herrera, and Lueza. Takes out the single season goal record scorer, Harrison. All right, 7-1. Free kick here for the Tigers. Gavin Walker's going to take it. Looks like we're waiting on our last sub to come out. Yeah, Van Rauw.
A little confusion there on who was coming in and coming out.
Looks like they all want to be in there for this.
Right.
The scoring opportunity. The game winner. Nice job by Usselton. Takes it back out to Norris. Norris finds Walton. Stepped in by the Eagles. And ultimately cleared out, but to a host of Tigers. That's out of bounds for an Eagle throw in. Nice step in by Samuel. Contested. Norris keeps it down the left side to Walton. Play into the middle. Nice look to Usselton. Sees Herrera. Herrera still got control of it. And blocked, it looks like, for a corner kick for the Tigers. Good run.
That was, yeah.
Through a lot of different Eagles, it looked like. All bounced in our favor a few times. We'll see if we can get this corner kick in. A little over 6 minutes left in the game. 7-1 Tigers. Here comes the kick. Won by the Eagles. Out to Usselton. Throwing for the Tigers down the right side. Got a sub coming in. Myers again.
Play a little
Valdera's
midfield,
out.
midfielder action.
Yeah, getting the young guys in tonight.
See if Myers can get him one here.
Get him a game winner. All right, so throw in Tigers. Straight again and back out to Loaiza. He's going to drive it through the middle. Turned over. Ball's bouncing around a little. Back out to the right side. Nice little one-touch game. Intercepted by the Eagles. Eagles are going to control it and play it out of the back to Walker. And Walker finds Herrera. And Walton down the middle. Nice cross from Walton. Scooped up by the Eagles. And we're going to play it. A little aggressive by Knox, and it's going to be
over the back of that.
somewhat over the back. That's going to be a free kick for the Eagles. They're going to take it quick. A host of Tigers down there. Nice work by Herrera. Finds Norris. Norris sees an opening over for Loaiza. Loaiza tries to find something in the midfield. The Eagles are finding their way through. Nice contest and turned over. Good step in. Some hard contest there. And Tigers are going to take it down the right side and see if Loaiza can make something happen. Looks like that's going to be kicked out. It'll be a throw in for the Eagles. 3:24 left in the second half. Tigers are up 7-1. Throw in Tigers. Into Norris. Norris plays it back to Jones. Jones sees Walton on the left. Walton finds Alston making a run. The Eagles are going to play it back. Oh, intercepted by Alston. Shot off the post for a goal kick. Could have been the game winner.
Would have been.
Thought it might have been. Nice play by Usselton to intercept the ball from the goalie. Just a little short. The ball's going to bounce around a little bit in the midfield. The ball tried to play through by the Eagles. It's intercepted. We're going to play this ball back to Walker.
Our back line has done good tonight.
They have.
I don't remember.
Yeah, they've done good with two of our starters out,
Right.
which has been nice to see. Again, we're going to need all of that. Kicked out by again. It's going to be a throw in for the Eagles. Throws it short. Hornlake trying to make something happen down the left side. See if they can get this ball through. Intercepted. And the Tigers are going to try to play the long ball. See if they get some of that speed going through the middle. Tigers playing it through the middle. They see something they like on the left, but now they're going to quickly switch it back to the right. Knox finds play through the middle, now to the right. Some nice possession work here for the Tigers. ball down the left. And a quick entry into the box. Loaiza sees it. Got his hand held a little bit. Back to him.
Oh.
Nothing really working up on the top of the key there for Loaiza. So 27 seconds left here in this last district match for the Tigers. Nice step through. Tigers aren't quitting. And that is the ball game. 7-1.
7-1. Good game.
Good game. Slow start. Technical difficulties. We pulled it out.
It all worked out.
A career defining goal.
Yep.
Record breaking.
Record breaking.
For Calvin Harrison. So congratulations, Calvin. And we will be back on Saturday, weather pending.
Weather pending.
Have a great night.
Y'all too.